Howdy y'all, it's Kathy from RustPaperScissors, and it's been a while since I made a video. I was involved in help host a baby shower, and then I helped my daughter host a wedding shower at our home, and I craft in the dining room, so I had to totally put everything away and get ready for that bridal shower. So I've been anxious to get the things back out and start crafting and start making some Halloween things. Halloween is a big season in my shop. I think the rusted elements that I sell go well with Halloween's creepiness, and but it also goes with shabby chic, vintage items, grungy journals. So there's, I think there's some room for the rusted elements that I sell. And what I did to start my Halloween season was I made some of the, they're called tassels. I made tassels. And then what I used was, several years ago, I was able to go to an estate sale, and I got quite a few chandelier crystals, and most of them are vintage. There are some that are not vintage, and I will mention the ones that are not vintage, but most of them are vintage. So I've always wanted to make them into a tassel for, I always thought Halloween, because you know, you kind of think of a witch and maybe a crystal ball or just crystals. So I added this crystal, this drop, to some black velvet and just some ribbon, and then I used a rusted nut as the little thing that holds them together, and I clipped it onto a binder clip. And so I made those, and I have several of the I guess I call them teardrops, and I'll show you. I made a plain one. But I just wanted to show kind of what it might look like on a journal. You could easily clip it onto the front of a journal. Well, I say that. There we go. And then you could have it on the front of the journal with the crystal. You could clip it onto the spine, so when it was in your bookshelf, you could just see that and, oh, that's my Halloween journal. And then, so this is a journal that I'm just using as an example. It's one I haven't completed. And then this is just a cover. I love to cover my journals with the sticky backed velvet. So that's this one, and then I thought this was just a beautiful digital image. So again, I just wanted to demonstrate what it would look like on the cover. So that's what it looks like on that cover, or you could put it on the spine, and that's what it looks like on the spine. So I have that. So that's the teardrop one. And then the other crystal that I made, chandelier crystal I made, was just this elongated like teardrop. And again, it just has the black ribbon. It has a rusted nut. It has a rusted bulldog clip. And then you could, again, just clip it onto the front of your journal where it looked like that. Or we could clip it on the side, on the spine rather, and it looks like that. So that's that one. I have tons of these crystals, so I have the ability to make several tassels and just individual little ones, and then this kind of gets in the way, but that's what it looks like there. And then this is what it looks like on the spine. So this journal is a little bit shorter than the other ones. So that's the tassel. And then I just made some plain ones where it has a chain you could adorn if you had other charms and you wanted to put on there, but I just wanted to demonstrate what it looks like on the journal and then on the spine. And then this again is just on the journal and then on the spine. And okay, so that's that one. And then I made just a plain one with this. I'm not sure what that's called, a spire or what. And I'll only show it on the first one on this. But this is what it looks like on the journal, on the front of a journal. But again, it's just kind of a faux which is crystal, but I liked those. So we have that one. And then again, I have several of that style. And then this is the only one that I had like this. And so I just have the one, and it will be for sale in my shop. And this is what it looks like on the journal and then on the spine. And then this is what it looks like on the black one. And again, just a faux crystal for you to, well, it doesn't want to sit the way I want it to. There we go. Just demonstrate those. The next thing I wanted to talk about was I made my signature closure is a bulldog closure with a chain, and a lot of times I will add a charm, or at Christmas I add a rusted jingle bell. And so this is just my normal signature closure, and I added the little crystal ball on there, and I thought that really adds something. This is a faceted crystal ball, so I made a bookmark. The bookmarks are about 10 inches. It's black velvet ribbon, and then it just goes inside, and I'll just, show you what it looks like. Easier said than done. And again, I use the little ribbon crimps when I make the, let's see if we can pull out, looks better, yeah. So you can see it maybe a little bit better. That's the, what is that called? A bookmark. And then I like to add a bling to my journals. So what I normally do in my journals is I will add a ribbon crimp, and I'll put it, I'm just going to show you an example what this is going to look like. But normally I'll put a ribbon crimp on each of the covers of the signature, the front and back, and then that's what it looks like, but there'll be 4 of them. So I have, these are the other 3, and then you just attach them to your signatures. So that's what it looks like. With the bookmark, the closure, the bulldog closure, and then the different ribbon crimps, the little jewelry. So that's that, and I did those in several, let's take this off, several variety of things. So the next one I did was just it's just a crystal. It's a chandelier crystal. These are the ones that are not vintage, I don't believe. They're just chandelier crystals. I got a big group, and some of them were vintage and some were not, and these were the ones that I thought were not. they didn't really state, but the other ones I had to clean up, and the original closures and stuff on them were, very different, very rusted and worn out. So I could tell that those were vintage. That's just kind of an example of what it looks like. And then the bookmark is basically the same. It's made with a crystal and a ribbon crimp, and it just goes inside your journal, and then it would hang down, and you could get it in there better. Let's see if I can get it in there better. Okay, and then these are the 4 little crystals that would go along the side of your journal, and you would add those. If you wanted, you could put them in another journal. You could use them in a shaggy chic journal, and that just wanted to show you those. And then the next one that I made was I'm going to move down I'm going to turn it off for a second and move down. Okay, on this, I don't know what to call these. I guess it's a Halloween ephemera package, but this little ball it's not faceted like the other ones, but the inside of it looks broken. So I thought that was an interesting look. And again, it could be a little witch's crystal ball. And then we'll just put it on the side here. And let's see if we can get it untwisted. And then, so that's the signature. And then this is the bookmark. And then these are the 4 ribbon crimps that you would put along, along your pages, however you wanted to do it. So that's that one. And then I made a set from a black faceted little crystal ball. And again, I liked that with a Halloween theme. And then you just hook it on there. These are the 4 you could add to the pages. Again, I add them to the signature covers. And then this is just the bookmark. So that's that one, that's the black. And then I believe I only have, on the black, I believe I only have this one set that I made. I could not make another one. The other ones, I could make multiple ones. The next thing that I had was, I got these little skulls, and they're, I thought they were going to be plastic, but there's some kind of resin, or I'm not sure what they are, but I have about 25 of them. So I made a bookmark, and I made a journal closure with the little skulls. So I wanted to show you that. And I could make more of these. I just didn't make the ribbon crimps, the inside. I just, I didn't know how many, how popular it was going to be. So I just wanted to do those. And then if you have, a special request or something, just please message me. And then the last kind of like set that I made was I did jingle bells, and most of the time I do these at Christmas time, but at Christmas I'll make the closure with the jingle bell, but I thought it works for Halloween too. And so, maybe the witch has booby-trapped her journal and wants to know if anybody is getting into it, and you can't hear it very well, but it does make a little jingle. So I made, again, a bookmark out of the rusted jingle bells, and then the ribbon crimp page holders for the bells. So have those. So that's another set. The last tassel that I made was more of a whimsical type. I made these a year or so ago and sold them, and then I thought it would be fun again to bring them back. And it's just a little skeleton on a chain that you could hang on to the side of your journal. Again, you could hang it on the back spine, and so that was fun. And then along with the whimsy, last year I made these little bookmarks with the witch's hat and a little eyelash trim, and then a popsicle stick, and I think they're cute inside a journal. So I have those. I sell this independently, and I sell the little skull independently. And I thought they were just cute little bookmarks or additions to your journals. Then the other thing, a little whimsical, was I wanted to make these little witch hat and ghost. I had gotten these at the Dollar Tree and painted them. I added a alligator clip onto the back of it. You could put it on the front of a journal if you had the type of journal that you wanted to it went with that decor. I also envision them inside on the page, but just sticks out and shows the top. So I sell that one, and then let me pick up the witch's hat. I'm going to stop it and get the witch's hat. Okay, so I have the witch's hat, and all you do is you can just clip it on the front, and that's kind of what it would look like. And then also, if you had a page you wanted to attach it to, and you could, it would stick out from your book. The back, you could, put something there, cover that up. So that's that. So those are all the different things that I made for this Halloween, for the beginning of this Halloween season. I hope to make some more. The other thing I wanted to talk about was just some rusted elements in general. I'm going to move down to the end of my table, and I'll show you some of the rusted things just to highlight them. Just a moment. My motto has always been rust is a must, especially in the Halloween season and grunge journals. But I sell a little starter kit, what I call it. It has just a variety of different things that you might put in your journal. Rusted paper clips, an alligator clip, a duck clip. These are all rusted. A book, binder clip, a bulldog clip. These are called book darts, and they're a lot of fun. Just something very different. And they clip on. They don't hold many papers, but it's fun to highlight something using those. And then I have the little owl clips, and then the small regular paper clips. And along with that starter kit comes I won't pull it out of this package, but it is a binder, a metal prong fastener. And this slips over that, and you close it, and it holds them. I use this. This is one of my signature items. I use this in every one of my journals. And then the other items that I have are in the kit. You get 5 brads, and then you get 2. They're called D-ring fasteners. I use them to close up my smaller journals. I know there's another one in here somewhere. Maybe not. I'm going to stop it just a second. Okay, it had fallen on the floor, but it has 2 D-ring fasteners, and I use those as closures on my small journals right here, and then they have 2 brads that come with them. I have 2 sets of ribbon crimps. I have the 3/4 size and the inch side. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not in the screen. And then it also comes with 5 rusted bulb pins. So that's the other part of the little journal kit. And you could make a journal with, all these. And in fact, you probably have a little bit left over. And then I just wanted to highlight a couple of other items that I sell. I sell the book rings. I sell the 1 inch, 1.5 inches. I sell these, they're called fender washers. I sell a 3/4 size and a 5/8 size. I use these as hole reinforcers on my tags and papers, and but I'm sure there's a lot of other ways you could use them. They would be great as policy envelope holders that you wrap around, so you could use those. So I sell those. I sell something called a treasury tag, and I rust them. It's a way to hold papers on a page. It's just something a little different. I love to have really unique items, and I feel like the treasury tags are one of the unique items that I sell. We've talked about the alligator clips, the duck clips, the paper clips, the one thing I didn't mention was I sell rusted staples, and it works just in a regular stapler. So I don't know if I can open it up and show you, but I have rusted staples in there. I guess it's not going to let me open it up. Oh, there we go. See, there's just rusted staples in there, and they work perfectly. So that's just a sampling of the things that I sell in my shop. I would love it if you would go to my shop and take a look. It's an Etsy shop called RustPaperScissors, and please message me if you have any questions, or like I say, I can make larger quantities or smaller quantities. I would appreciate your comments as to the items that I've created for the Halloween season, what your thoughts are. I do read the comments. They are encouraging to me, and I do appreciate your time, and I'm excited about the seasons coming up because Halloween's going to be here, and then it's going to be Thanksgiving and Christmas, so we got to get busy, girls. And so I hope to get a couple of journals made that I'd like to sell. Sometimes I make the smaller, I call them hojos, holiday journals. And I just, again, want to thank you for your time and hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.